That, of course, is Nintendo. It continues to publish and develop some of the most popular video game franchises in the world and competes among the big three to this day. This is the evolution of Nintendo. Nintendo's origins can actually be traced all the way back to 1889 when it was founded by Fusajiro Yamauchi as Yamauchi Nintendo. Mr. Yamauchi started off by producing handmade Hanafuda, which is a type of Japanese playing cards. In 1959, Nintendo, which changed its name to Nintendo Playing Card, entered into an agreement with Walt Disney to use the Disney characters on their cards. A few years later, the company's name was shortened to just Nintendo, with nobody being 100% sure what the word Nintendo actually means, though it's thought to loosely translate as lead luck to heaven. Over the following years, playing cards became less popular among Japanese households, and in 1964, the value of the company's stock began to plummet from 900 to just 60 yen. Nintendo was in heavy debt, and Yamauchi was desperate to find the next big thing. So they decided to invest in new ventures, like packages of instant rice, a taxi service, and the not-so-very-family-friendly Love Hotel. Eventually, Nintendo decided to venture into the weapons business, the toy market, and released Japan's first electronic toy in 1970, the Nintendo Beam Gun. This would become an ancestor to the NES Zapper that was later used in video games such as Duck Hunt. In 1972, an American company named Magnavox created the first commercial home video game console, the Magnavox Odyssey. Nintendo developed and produced a light gun accessory for the console. 2 years later, Nintendo also secured the rights to distribute the Magnavox Odyssey in Japan. Having witnessed firsthand how popular video games were, Nintendo began to work on building its own consoles. Nintendo's first official console was a joint effort with partner Mitsubishi. Released in 1977, it was given the unimaginative title of Color TV Game 6, with the number 6 denoting how many games could be played on. Soon after, they also released the Color TV Game 15, TV Game Racing 112, Block Kazushi, and a computer TV game. It's hard to imagine that games on these consoles were really this simple. At the same time, Nintendo was also working on developing games for arcades, many of which would later be ported to consoles, including Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers. The company's first venture into handheld electronic gaming came in 1980 with the Game & Watch. The product derived its name from featuring just a single game, as well as a clock on an LCD screen. Multiple series of Game & Watch were made, some looking drastically different, like the multi-screen that featured 2 screens and a clamshell design that would later be replicated in future handheld Nintendo consoles. Until 1991, Nintendo released around 60 different Game & Watch games, like Ball, Parachute, Snoopy, Donkey Kong Jr., and Mario the Juggler. To keep gamers entertained, most games came with 2 modes, Game A representing the easy mode, and Game B representing a faster, harder version of the same game. The Game & Watch sold 43.4 million units worldwide. Fun fact, Gunpei Yokoi got the idea to create the Game & Watch when he saw a bored man play with his calculator in the train.